Hi there, it's Noelle CoStar here with Noellness.com, and I'm coming on Valentine's Day to say I love you. And if nobody has told you that in a great while, or if you haven't told yourself that in a great while, this is your reminder to let yourself know that you are loved and you have value and that you have important, unique talents and gifts to add to this earth. And so, whatever those things are, I want you to know they're valid and that you are worthy. And on the subject of love, let's talk about the full moon in Leo that's happening on Wednesday. And what does it mean? Well, it's going to be a very powerful time to expand our love energy. And we can get caught up thinking that this is about, lovers, or we can understand that love is something that we feel between all humans, between all life, actually. And right now, because of this opening for such huge expansion, I thought it would be fun to ask the cards. I have this new deck that I really love, and it's called the Chrysalis Tarot. And I thought it would be fun to ask, for the highest good of everybody watching, how do we open ourselves more up to the vibration of love? And that means whether you're married, whether you're single, whether you're divorced, whether you are widowed, uh, you know, whether, you've never really truly known, like, I don't know if I've ever had love. This is so that wherever you are in your process of love, there's always room to open up for more. There's always room for your heart to expand. And this is what is just so important right now for all of us on the planet. So, again, how can we open ourselves up to the vibration of love more? Okay. Okay. So the first card I have here is the 10 of Spirals. And you can see this guy is carrying quite the load. He's got all these giant spirals on his back. And it also looks like he's at a crossroads. He's on the floor there. There's a crossroads. This is coming up in the past position. So where you have felt overwhelmed, and sometimes these relationships in a marriage where you have felt physically overwhelmed, mentally overwhelmed, and it's just feeling like something's got to give. Or whether it's in your own daily disciplines with yourself that you're like, I want and desire to love myself more. In the past, it may feel like there's just too many things. There's too many things that we're bringing from the past. There's too many old patterns, old behaviors. We're carrying all this in any relationship with our kids. If you have the same thing happening again and again, it's like a repeat pattern with a child that then turns into maybe a repeat pattern as a teenager, etc. It's a lot to carry. And that's where we've been in the past few months with love, is we have been physically overwhelmed as a planet. And this is helping us to go, where I have to make new choices. Where can I lighten my load? Where can I start freeing my heart center to love myself again more, to love humanity again more, to trust that we're not broken. that there's nothing that we can't fix because God is pouring through all of us at all time, being an expression of incredible things. So, okay, the next card we have here is the Poet. Poet. And so, this is our now. So, right now, as we're coming up to the full moon and we're having this heart swell, and I will just say also, sidebar here, the full moon, I'm going to be getting all of my crystals out and charging them and cleaning them. And so I'll probably go live later this week to do that if you want to catch in and see how to do it. But it's a powerful time for this solar energy. The Poet, coming back, the Poet. What a great time it is for you to write and express certain things. Sometimes we don't necessarily have the courage or the know-how to say things right in the moment. But as it's coming up and we're opening up to love, instead of it becoming, I should have said this, or why do I say always talk to myself in this way, and find other ways to get down, let's open up and expand. I feel over the next 2 weeks, there's going to be an opportunity to spend more time with your family, to have interconnections in your family circle, whatever that is for you. It might be a group of friends, whatever that family circle, it's going to be a time to open up and have an expansion. So make sure that you are writing. It doesn't have to be poetry. It could be journaling. It could be ideas for a book. It could be your story. There's so many things that's the outpouring of this, but there will be deeper connections. And from that time, also the ability to reflect and see, where could have I opened more? Where could have I opened more? Because through reflection and watching what just happened and coming outside of the event and being able to say, okay, in that situation, maybe I could have spoke my truth and then I wouldn't feel hurt now. Maybe if I would have just said, I would prefer you do it this way, in that moment can sometimes free us up from the things that we continue to carry. Okay, so let's talk about the future, going out of this full moon cycle into the new moon cycle. So in 2 weeks from now, the Green Man. I love this card. This is where we have the ability to create new patterns that are going to serve us. We have the ability to go out and connect with Earth. One of the things that is coming up right now is from Spirit is that slowing down and becoming one with nature. And that doesn't mean you have to go and, work on a farm or, live in the wilderness. What it means is, do you take time on a daily basis? On a daily basis. So important. Do you take time on a daily basis to breathe? Go outside. I had the door open because I felt so strongly it needed to be open, but it was so loud with all of the birds. But I just go outside and take in the birds. Through the process of becoming aware and slowing down and being in that moment of now, it connects you with patience. It connects you with the ability to just be. We're all the time creating pressure, creating a lot of pressure without opening, without drinking in the peace that's right now here for you. All we have is right now in this moment. And often we're taking our awareness to the past or to the future or to other places and people. So if you haven't in a long time, for the new moon, please sit down, call back your energy. How? Just by putting your hands on your heart center and saying, I'm calling back my energy from anywhere that it is. Other people, other places, other times. And then I want you to bring your awareness right into the center of your body, right to your heart center, right to your solar plexus center. So right below your breastbone also. And just stay in that space for a couple minutes. And then say, I am ready to embrace what's new for me. Because I don't know about you, friends, but winter was a little rough. And I know we're still in winter. We're starting to make that shift, but I know that winter had a lot of crunchy things going on, hence the 10 of spirals in the past. But, sometimes we think that life's meant to be this perfect ride. And guess what? Without the crunchy bits, without the overload, there wouldn't be the amazing writing. There wouldn't be the rebirth that happens and all life springing forth. Sometimes there has to be these times where you have to deeply go within, where you have to deeply fall back in love with you, where you have to deeply connect to all of source and creation and really understand that it's all good here. Take a deep breath. It's okay. It's all good here. I am loved. I am supported. I am nourished. And if you don't believe that for you, that's okay. But it's a good place to start saying so that you can start bringing that in. Start checking in. Why? Why don't you believe that? What has happened? And how far in the past is it? Does it serve you to believe that for yourself any longer? Where can you look at some of these beliefs that you have about how you can open to love? Because love is all there is. Love is what is real. Only love is real, says the Course in Miracles. So last reading that I'm going to do, I love this deck. It's a runes deck. I had a dear friend get me this deck, and it's been just fun to keep doing these and learning the cards. I wanted to ask with this runes deck, what do we most need to know this month? What do we most need to know for this moon cycle? Ooh, Lagoos. So we've got a guy here. Looks like he's on a fish or paddleboard or something. Yeah, it's like a paddleboard or a surfboard. There's turtles, turtle shadow. This is a beautiful card. For me, it brings up that it's a time of reflection. It's a time to cleanse your energy and be renewed. So let's look up. Let's see what it really means. What the proper definition is here. Lagoos. Lagoos is the rune card that represents water, and water is a universal symbol for emotion, both positive and negative. If this card appears, you are being encouraged to release your emotions and let them flow to the surface. Tears can be very cleansing, and emotions should be acknowledged and openly expressed. Don't hold back. Allow yourself to feel and live. Live your life to the fullest. This rune also shines a light on the importance of being guided by your intuition. which expresses itself through feelings. What are your emotions trying to tell you? Another association with this card is a need for renewal. Perhaps rigid ideas are holding you back and are stifling your creativity, and it's time to be more open-minded and to let the past go and start anew. Meditating beside a lake or a river or visiting a seaside may also help you release creative blocks and bring renewed energy and inspiration. I hope that you guys have a beautiful full moon and a beautiful Valentine's Day. Give yourself the gift of a deep breath. And I love you because you are worthy of telling yourself every single day that you love you, that you are important, and that you have a tremendous value on this earth. I love you.